Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. We've got an exciting basketball game coming your way in just a moment. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And it's going to be Nashville off the tip. Here's Brunson. Johnson outside. Now here's Brunson. And McDyess pulls it down. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
And when it comes to rim protection, that's picture perfect.
Nashville passing it around. Crosses over, and it's laid in by Brunson.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
They get it back. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Here's Bosch. Lays it up and banks it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Williams, here we go. And that's collected by Brunson. They push it up 4 on 3. And then Bosch with the jam.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now, here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Cunningham. They get it again. The second chance effort. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Thompson for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Johnson outside. Pass to Johnson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And zero hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
Back to Williams. Pass to Thompson. And here's McDyess. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Brunson. Here's Bosch. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nashville leads by just 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Nashville, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Down low, Bosch. And then Bosch with the dunk.
Oh, that was a battle down low. Advantage to the offense this time.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Pass to Şengün. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Well, plenty of power behind that play. He didn't give the defense any chance to stop it.
It's deflected. Durant down the lane.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Back to Bosch. It's blocked.
I mean, what more can you do when it comes to interior defense? That's perfect.
Cunningham's shot is off. Chicago leading. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
There's the screen. The shot by KD. No good. It's Cunningham with the drive.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Chicago. Driving to the basket. And Williams with the stuff.
Oh, man. He got a step and it was over.
Smith outside. Plenty of space. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Such a reflexive shooter. Smith rarely needs any time to get set up and fire.
He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Back to Brunson. Cunningham looking around. 4 on the clock. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Chicago with the ball. There's the pick. Here's Williams. Good. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And Adams sends it back. Thompson outside. 3-pointer. Şengün with the rebound. Nashville trails by 3. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 10 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the game. Now Williams for the three. And that one released in time, but no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago. They lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chicago leading by 3. There's the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jalen Brunson.
And Williams is a baller. He's an exciting player to watch. Fantastic passer and shooter.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Cunningham for 3. Good on the triple. 5 points in the game.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Stolen by Durant. Thompson in the corner. Thompson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Out to the right wing. Back to Cunningham. Brunson right side. And Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them.
Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Inside, pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Bosch. To the middle, out to Brunson. On the wing, Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And now just a 1-point Chicago lead. Wembanyama, a screen. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from outside. Cunningham for 3. Here's Bosch. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Williams attacking. And it goes down 2 points. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Nashville. They trail by 3. Smith with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. That one drops for him. 8 points for Chris Bosh.
And Bosch has a beautiful stroke from the mid-range. Once you give him room to shoot, he doesn't hesitate.
Here's Williams. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. Here's Smith. And the jam by J.R. Smith. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
To the paint. Here's Wembenyama. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Chris Bosh.
And this kid is tough. Wembenyama just powering it in despite the contact.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembenyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Shooting for Nashville.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. Dragic with it. 2 on the clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Chicago leads by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Nashville trails by 4. Cunningham right side. Over Thompson. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Cunningham on the wing. Chicago grabs the miss. Thompson outside. Screen by Adams. There's the 3. Şengün with the rebound. And here's Nashville. 4-point game. And it's Johnson with the jam.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Here's the break. Johnson. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Williams. That one goes. Count it.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And the wingspan of Wembenyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Johnson. Another chance here. Chicago leading by 4. Now Wembenyama. Victor Wembenyama.
Wembenyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Thompson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Thompson is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
Jump ball call.
Left side Bosh. Oh, what a finish.
And not a stranger to the bright lights. Bosh, cool as a cucumber on that one.
Williams. Oh, softly lays it in.
And such a valuable high percentage shot. And he does a great job of taking advantage.
Here's Johnson. Now Brunson.
Well, with how well Johnson scores it, he gets the defender biting on the fake.
And Nashville making a change here.
At the line for Nashville.
And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 5.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Nashville. Now Cunningham. Stolen by Thompson. From deep. Johnson rips down the board.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more. Always great to see a guy rise to a challenge. Johnson knew this was a must-get bucket.
And here is Williams. McDyess a screen. And Williams, here we go. Got it to go off the glass.
Talk about a clutch basket.
Now Cunningham. Brunson outside.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, Jason Williams. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Third team foul.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy. Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. We've got an exciting basketball game coming your way in just a moment. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So it'll be Chicago off the tip. Here's Williams. Driving to the basket. Yep, it counts.
Well, you see the play inside. Points in the paint significantly help your team.
Cunningham drives in. Bosch can't get it to go. And here is Williams. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Williams, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. McDyess can't hit. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Johnson outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play, and I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA. And look, with Jalen Johnson, the talent's always been there, the versatility. But what he's really worked on is the consistency with his shooting and taking care of the ball.
And the shot is good.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Devont sets a screen. Thompson from long range. And again, no good by Chicago. Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
Well, Johnson is such a strong guy. He has no problem finishing against physical D.
Count that one. Williams has got 6 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Points in close are always something coaches strive for.
Here's Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Cunningham drives in. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
To the middle. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Antonio McDyess.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Duncan just out-muscling the defense and finishing through the contact.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
By himself. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
He's such an incredible defender. Duncan, so clever, and coming up there with the steal to ignite the break.
Brunson, left side.
Well, they've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead. but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's Nashville, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Nashville.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
And Clark has got the ball here for Nashville. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Stolen by Bosch. Oh, and a fast break for Nashville. Johnson, wide open, he fires. The baseline jumper goes down. Johnson's got the lead up to 14 now for Nashville. Oh, here we go. Şengün's got the fast break chance. Out to the right wing. Here's Bosch, and the dunk by Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Şengün with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
From downtown, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And Ewing sends it back.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
And again, no good by Chicago. Nashville leading by 15. Here's Brunson. Pass to Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
His three-pointer's off the mark.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And that one's good. Brunson.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
McDyess a screen. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from outside. Bosch, no one around him. Offline with his three.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And with that length and great burst to throw it down, defenders have to be cautious of Thompson attacking the rim.
Bosch with it. He's got 8. And McDyess pulls it down. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the rebound goes to Nashville. Cunningham for three. Rebounded by McDyess. 2 on the clock. And the dunk by McDyess.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And we finished one half of basketball. Nashville out in front, up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nashville leading by 15. Here's Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
2 points. That one goes.
Nothing new for McDyess. Exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Durant. It's rebounded by Bosch. And so it's Nashville with it. 17-point game. Good. That's 7 points for Johnson.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Back to Williams. Three-pointer. Johnson with the rebound. Nashville leading by 19 points. Outside Bosch. Drives to the hoop. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Durant deciding where to go with it. And again, Chicago, no good. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Nashville. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
An elite scorer. Bosch can be the man, a guy you go to every trip down the floor.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Chicago trails by 21. Williams outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Williams has got 9 points.
Showing off the range there.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Bosch inside. Here's Duncan.
Chicago.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:51 left in the third. Here's Chicago. Out to the right wing. Here's McDyess. Chris Bosch with the rebound. Nashville leading by 20. Uncovered. That shot off.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Johnson for three. Buries the long-range jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
And the dunk by McDyess.
Sets the screen, finds open space, and capitalizes. That's textbook.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Substitution on the
52 seconds left in the third quarter. McDyess a screen. Williams for three. Not going to go that time. Nashville leading by 19. The finish. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Well, that's just a smart pass. Getting the ball to a ready scorer.
Here's Dragic from outside. And the rebound goes to Nashville.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Well, you know, for a 6'9" wing, Johnson puts up really good assist numbers.
And he slams it one-handed.
Sure, why settle for the layup when you can just jam it home? You gotta love the aggressive finish.
Here's Johnson driving in. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Nashville shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And both free throws good for Johnson. What a performance for Chris Bosh. He has been the story for Nashville. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now Dragic inside and stolen by Şengün. Oh, and here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Nashville.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
And so Şengün will bring it up for Nashville. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Pass to Cunningham. Tries again. Şengün with the bucket.
Well, this is why you run offense through Cunningham. He's a creator.
Thompson outside. Avdia with the rebound. Here's Cunningham. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. Well, you know that one's going to make the highlight reel. Cunningham providing the entertainment. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
To the paint. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
With enthusiasm, Anunoby punishing the D for giving him that opening.
Here's Baker, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Cunningham. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
Down low. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And when I look at the box score, a higher percentage of assisted buckets is a great sign. Tells you the team is playing well offensively.
Now here's Brunson. On the wing, Anunoby. 4 on the clock. From the stripe. It's hauled in by Adams. Here's Chicago. Pass to Baker. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Here's Avdia.
Great hops. Avdia got way up there.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson outside. Here's Dragic. Driving inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. Stolen by Durant. The tray. Sinks the triple.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Anunoby has the open look. So Nashville wins it. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were